What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. And this time, honey, I am back with a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 7, episode 10. Let's get off into it. The episode starts out with Cecil and Simone. They are visiting Toya and Eugene's new home. Their home is very nice, very lavish, looks very expensive. It's very big inside, you guys. What the hell is up with them light fixtures? One of the motherfuckers broke as soon as Cecil and Simone stepped into the house. They have really high ceilings, you know. You can tell that Toya was definitely in charge of spending up the coins on, their new home. I like Toya and Eugene's home, you all. I have no problem with it. When you get money, spend it the way you see fit. That's cool. But on the other side of the coin, Toya, what else do you bring to this show besides being lavish and being expensive and being superficial? We want to see more from you. I need to see your soul, Toya, and I don't see it. What else are you passionate about, you guys? I want more from her, and I also notice with Toya can be a bitter Betty at times. She be talking shit about people on the show, but these people got shit going. Jackie got, Open and Honest with Heavenly. Heavenly is doing an Open and Honest podcast with Jackie as well. She got her dental practice. These women have businesses. You got Quiet on Sister Circle. She got her cookbook that's out. What is Toya? Is she a author of children's books or something? I heard she was doing something like that. To me, she don't never really promote anything. There's never any promotion of anything of substance. It's just more lavish spending, and Toya just knows how to be superficial. I need more from her, you all. Toya is a very attractive woman. She's one of the best looking on this show. I give her that, but I just need more substance, you guys, from her storyline, because she just don't be talking about nothing. Everything is about how much money she spent on something. She definitely gives me, you all, somebody that is not used to money. That's probably why they ended up with them tax issues that they had, honey, but that's neither here nor there. But Toya, we need more from you, sis, because you give nothing. Your 2-story closet, it was pretty, you had purses on one of the floors of the home, and then you had your shoes, I think, on the other floor, because it's 2 stories. So I mean, it's nice. It looks like a department store, but what else? We need more from you. At least I know I do, for me to really invest in you. Okay, so next we see Dr. Jackie. She is on her way home from work. She gets a call, I believe it's from Quad. They end up talking, and she invites Quad to her Queen V party, where she's going to celebrate her new book she's coming out with. So she invites her to that. I believe she also talks to Buffy. She talks to Heavenly. She's letting them know to wear vaginal pink, to the book release party. So they all agree to do that. Okay, so we're back at Toya and Eugene's house, where Cecil and Simone, they are there, and Cecil brings up the couples trip that they want everybody to go on with them. And they basically plan on going to Cabo. And, they want to invite everybody. And Toya comes out of her mouth and says, well, are you inviting Quad? And Simone was like, yeah, why wouldn't I invite Quad? Well, she ain't got a husband. Toya, why is that any of your business if Quad is with her husband anymore? You knew they were getting a divorce. I love all throughout this episode where Simone stood in her shit and was like, look, I'm going to invite Quad because I was almost on the brink of a divorce my damn self, so I would hope, Toya, even if I would have divorced my husband, you would still extend an invite to me and wouldn't treat me funny, because I went off and got a divorce from my husband that I was unhappy with, so Toya, why are you treating Quad like this? Why are you trying to act funny with her just because she divorced Dr. G? Like, girl, you ain't got to be nasty to her. She ain't got no husband no more. So what? She could still come on the trip. Like Simone said, y'all have been friends with this woman for years. Y'all have been cool with her. So you go turn on somebody because they ain't got their husband no more. Like, girl, this is what I'm saying you all about Toya. She is very much so an Aries, very childish, all about me, all about just buying things and about how things look. Like, do you have any compassion? You got all this compassion for Mariah's ass. Where is it with Quad? So Toya, I was not feeling you this whole episode. You just kept pissing me off. Eugene, he said something kind of stupid too. I'm going on a couples trip and, I'm trying to learn how to be a couple myself. And because they were still talking about, inviting Quad, this, that, and the third. And Cecil just chimed in and was like, y'all still can learn stuff from Quad. You can learn what not to do. And Simone also said, Quad needs to take responsibility for the things that she may have did in her marriage to, cause it to end. And like I told you guys before, Quad, in my opinion, I like Quad, you all, but Quad does play victim in her relationship with Dr. G. She doesn't bring up the fact that, she pretty much just married him to come up. And there are women on YouTube now that they're promoting that. They're promoting, oh, well, what was she supposed to do? What was she supposed to do? Date a broke man? No, nobody's saying that you date a broke man, but you don't just date somebody just to come up. In relationships, it's about give and take. And you shouldn't just be taking from someone. And I feel like she never gave Dr. G a child. Even when they were on good terms, she never thought to, give her husband what he wanted, which was a family. She began making all these excuses and I need to get my career together and I ain't got no money and we got time for that. You can't just do everything you want to do, and get everything you want to get out of your marriage. And then when it's time for you to give something, you mum's the word and you got all these damn excuses about your career ain't where it need to be. And, come on. So Quad was definitely selfish in that marriage. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Everything ain't on Dr. G. Yes, he was abusive. I'm not promoting that. They both admitted to fighting each other. I'm not in promotion. I'm not going to promote or subscribe to that bullshit either because I feel like it was wrong. But if he put his hands on her and she struck back, then it is what it is. Nigga, you get what you get. So I felt like their relationship was toxic. It came out they didn't need to have any children. But like I said, you all, when you get into a marriage, you can't come in just taking. You got to give. You got to love people in the way they want to be loved and give them what they want. That man wanted a family. She knew damn well she never planned on giving that man a family. I don't give a damn what she say or anybody got to say. You don't do shit like that. You can't. That's part of the reason why, you guys, I think that man began flipping out, because when I first started watching this show, I like Quad and Gregory together, but you can't just be one-sided in your relationships. Okay, so we are at the counselor's office with Contessa and her husband, Scott. And as soon as the session begins, Scott's phone, rings or whatever. He has to take a call. He's a damn doctor. It is what it is. And Contessa, that you're a doctor as well. Yes, he could have put it on vibrate, but I don't know. I guess he thought it was and it wasn't. But um, it's just one of those things, you all. It just comes with being a doctor. They are on call like that. Yes, you do have to prioritize your family, and that's up to him, to do that. Maybe to tell the people at work, hey, I need to take the day off. And all he has to do is just take the day off. And that way they know not to call him. So Scott, you can make that a priority. So Contessa begins telling the therapist the story of, how she enrolled in school and she felt like she was doing something for herself, but then it began to be a hindrance, for her and her marriage and her relationship with her children. And, she just didn't want school to get in the middle of her family. And like I told you all, they could have communicated this situation together better. And what they should have did was hired somebody to look after the children. Scott should not have had all that responsibility with those children, but I guess you don't really know something until you've experienced it. And he didn't really, I think Scott probably agreed to, let Contessa go back to school, but he didn't know how big the responsibility was going to be, once she left. And he admitted that to the therapist. So I thought that was very insightful for him to even admit that. But this all comes down to you guys. You guys should have hired somebody and should have just planned things out better. Contessa, you could have came back on the weekends to be with your family, maybe hire somebody through the week. It's a small problem to a giant, and you all did not handle that in the best way. Contessa, you guys, we got to remember she grew up in an unhealthy way. Her mother, she said, was always sick. Father always gone, on drugs, sick. So I think that she never really saw a stable home environment. And that's kind of why it's hard for her to give that to her children. It's hard for her to just be a mom and be at home and be happy with that. It's like she's one of those people where her being ambitious, look at me, can't get the damn words out. Her being ambitious is like a blessing and a curse, because yes, she can take on more, but oftentimes what happens is, her family ends up getting the short end of the stick, and Contessa needs to learn balance. She needs to prioritize and plan things out better. And I do think that Contessa sabotages her relationship with her husband and her kids because of something that happened in the past with her childhood and the lack of stability that she grew up with. It's like she resorts right back to that, and she doesn't have to, because money really isn't an option. You're on this show and you're a doctor, you're getting coin, your man make good money. So, I don't understand Contessa in that way, but some people live to make shit hard for themselves and their family. I don't understand it though. Okay, so we are at Dr. Jackie's vaginal party, honey, where she is going to introduce her new book, Queen V, to all of her castmates. Heavenly arrives there first. They love relationship they got together. We got Cecil and Simone. They're in a car headed to Jackie's party as well. So Simone and Cecil arrive at the party. We also see Buffy. Buffy says her mammogram came out really good. She's healthy. Everything is good with her. And I was really happy to hear that news for her, because that has to be a big relief, Quad walks in with her short blonde hair that she needs to get rid of. Quad, you need to keep that hair all black, the way it was in that confessional where you had the bun at the top and the curly black hair in the back. I love that look on you. Get rid of that damn blonde, okay? Not here for it, sis. Now, normally, Mariah, in my opinion, you guys, she arrives at the party with Aiden, but normally Mariah nails it with her look, and I wasn't feeling her look, and Dr. Heavenly is gonna say that, Mariah looked like she had an infection. She said that girl, she need to go see Jackie. Don't try to see Simone. Go on to see Jackie so Jackie could help you clear up that infection, girl. Throwing shade, honey. That was funny. Heavenly, I felt, looked very pretty at the party as well. Quad, I like what she had on. Just didn't like the hair. Everybody, for the most part, Simone included, looked nice. Everybody looked good. So Heavenly gets to telling Simone and Contessa and Toya about how she tried to set Quad up on a blind date and it didn't go that well and Quad wasn't interested in the guys. And then here comes stupid ass Toya in her confessional. She's kind of looking all funny at them, and then like she's looking funny at Heavenly while Heavenly was actually telling them the story. I peeped that out too. And that's what I'm saying, you guys, about Toya. She's such a fucking hater. It's like, bitch, what else do you got going on besides your motherfucking nice ass house and your kids? What else do you got going? But yeah, she's like turning her face up and shit at Heavenly. And then she goes saying her confession, oh, it don't even look like Heavenly would know any cute guys. Toya, really? And you sitting there with your big ass man that you with, he ain't no goddamn sex symbol, his damn self. Okay, I would take Dr. Damon over Eugene any day. And you, like, your man ain't Boris Kojo, bitch. He ain't Idris Elba. He ain't, none of these people that I look up to, I find attractive. So that's that. Oh, I need to be superficial and over the top, and I need to, and Heavenly ain't that for me. Girl, you don't fit that either. Like, you ain't that girl. Your man ain't all that, girl. What you thought you was going to bed with, girl? Buffy and Toya encouraged Quad to date. They said, girl, don't be letting them cobwebs collect on that cootie cat, honey. And Quad says she ain't gonna let that happen. Quad, you need to get to dating somebody soon, honey, because these ladies are miserable on this show, especially that damn Toya. She already trying to isolate you, trying to alienate you away from the group because you ain't with your husband no more. I mean, she is just messy, honey. So we got Dr. Jackie, you all. She is talking to Mangetta. Is that Mangetta Shaw, honey? Y'all know that's Neo's ex-woman. I don't know if they was married, but all I got to say is that Neo, he ain't shit because he made that girl get her tubes tied, and he told her they ain't having no more kids, and then he get his ass with his new wife, honey, and pop out all these kids and shit. Make it make sense. Mangetta, why you let that nigga do you like that, girl? Fuck him, okay? Let me get back to Jackie. Jackie giving her speech, honey, about vaginas and, why she came out with this book. Everybody needs to support the book because there's so much shame when it comes to vaginas in the community. People are embarrassed to talk about their vaginas. They get a lot of flack for it. And she's saying all this shit. And I'm kind of bobbing my head to the beat, like it's a song. And then all of a sudden she goes into her breast cancer journey, how she had to go through that and she was infertile. And then she was like, well, Buffy, you was infertile too. And everybody got all quiet and shit. And it was pretty crazy. It was like one of those, moments like, Jackie, be quiet, sis. Just keep quiet. So immediately, you guys, all the girls hear what she had to say. Y'all know Toya picked up on it. Mariah's sister's Lake is there. Why the fuck is Lake always around? I don't know, honey. But anyways, all of them pick up on the fact that she said that even Simone's eyes got big, once Jackie, mentioned the infertile comment about Buffy. Everybody is just puzzled and confused that our dear Dr. Jackie would say such a thing. Now, a lot of you all feel like Jackie is shady and y'all don't like the shit she do with Mariah. I'm not upset with how she treat Mariah because I feel like Mariah deserves that shit. Mariah, in my opinion, acts very childish, and, Jackie ain't got time for that. Jackie is a classy lady. Now, is Jackie shady? Oh, yes, honey. Jackie can be shady boots. Okay, it's done in a nice, nasty way, but that's how Jackie gets down, because she one of these people too that I was talking about on Real Housewives of Atlanta that want everybody to think they so nice, and I wouldn't say that, and who said that? I wouldn't do that, but Jackie kind of got her ways about her, y'all, but I don't think she, had any malicious intent. She was wrong, definitely, but I don't feel like she was really trying to be mean to Buffy. I think she was just trying to point out that, Buffy was infertile as well, but Buffy didn't like that shit either. She was like, now we've had surface conversations about me being infertile, but damn, I ain't think it was her responsibility to tell all these people my business. So yeah, I felt bad for Buffy, and Jackie, you were wrong, honey. I gotta hold you down to the cross, but Jackie's still my girl though, even though she boring, she serves librarian teas, boring and just, I don't know. Jackie just, I don't know. She need to let loose, watch some porn, do something to, just let your whole personality just show out one day. But y'all know how Jackie is. But, yeah, it was just an inappropriate comment. Like I said, Buffy didn't like that. Rest of the girls wasn't feeling it. And it was a very uncomfortable moment. There was a part where Buffy did talk to Quad, and, she let us know, too, her and her husband in their confessional, that she is basically infertile. She has tried to get pregnant several different times in several different ways, trying to do the in vitro thing and, just going through a lot of methods to get pregnant and nothing not working, so that is very sad. And for somebody to say all that in front of everybody, I could understand, how she would take that. We got Curtis. He congratulates Jackie. These two seem like they are moving along in their relationship quite well. I'm happy that Jackie is happy with him again. Heavenly is sitting with Simone, telling her how proud she is of Jackie, and Jackie is, working hard, got all these different businesses going on. I think she is, she got another practice or something coming. Remember, she's renovating a property and stuff. So Jackie got a lot on her shoulders, but Heavenly is proud of her girl. And Simone, she was just like, yeah, but I think she got too much on her plate and she need to spend more time with her man. And it's so funny that Simone is saying that, where that's normally what Heavenly would say. Did anybody notice that? What I'm not understanding is, while all the girls are sitting there together, you would think Buffy would bring up to Jackie, hey, I didn't like you making a comment, but honey, we gonna save that for another episode. That's what I was thinking was gonna happen. Confront her. She hurt your feelings. She put your shit out there, girl. But they all just congratulating Jackie about her new book and her successful party she just had. So anyway, Simone brings up the fact she wants to invite everybody to Cabo, on the couples trip. Toya quickly interrupts, being the Aries that she is, acting like a fucking child, like a fucking Chucky doll, like most Aries people do. Look at me just criticizing, honey, the zodiac signs. I'm gonna do a video on the zodiac signs, because I want y'all to know some of them motherfuckers is crazy. I'm just saying. But yeah, Toya and her feelings, well, it's not a couples trip because Quad ain't got nobody. Why you got to bring that up, Toya? Damn, that's how I know you ain't got shit going on in your life, okay? And you sitting up here, oh, well, do we gotta share our husband with Quad? Quad was like, I don't want to share your husband with you, honey. You can have all of Eugene with his big rib, steak eating ass. Girl, Toya, don't nobody want that big ass nigga but you, okay? Don't nobody want that big bag of groceries but you. That is what you picked out. You so goddamn superficial and lavish. Why your man don't look like that? Why your man don't look like Boris Kojo or, any of these other fine men out in the world? Why, I'm just saying, make it make sense, Toya. But that, to me, you guys, was an unnecessary comment for her to make about Quad. She was being shady, and I wasn't here for it. Because Toya, shit can be good with you and Eugene right now, but you never know what the future holds, So while you sitting up here throwing shade at Quad for not having a husband, you may not have yours much longer. So you need to get it together. So next they show everybody packing up for Cabo. Cecil and Simone, they're packing up. We got Contessa and her husband. Her husband bought them some clothes, honey, so they could match. Contessa was not feeling them clothes. She was like, we both need a new stylist if this is what you gonna be picking out, honey. So we basically see all of the couples arrive at the airport. We have this little scene where Scott was not checked in. And Contessa went ahead with the group, without Scott, and Simone and Cecil noticed that and was just like, well, that's how you know they having marital problems, because you don't just leave your husband behind, while he's checking in at the airport. You left him waiting in some long ass line, so... Did I think it was shady for Contessa to do that? Yeah, but that's what Contessa do. Contessa said that Scott would have did the same thing to her. So if they like it, I love it. Quad is embraced by Dr. Jackie. Jackie says she still got Quad back, even though, she ain't got a man with her on the trip. And, she just basically is going to hold Quad down. Also, I want to mention that... I forgot to mention, you all, when Simone was talking about how Quad is going to come on the trip, and y'all remember the shit that Toya was saying. Mariah had interjected up in there. I didn't get to say that part. Mariah had interjected, well, why you feel so passionate about her comment? Look at all that hate. Why the energy, Mariah? Quad is on the show too. Get the fuck over it. Don't nobody care. You the executive producer, whatever. She's going on the trip. I love how Heavenly had Quad's back and was like, Quad going on this trip, and I don't give a damn what any of y'all think about it. I love that. Be there for that girl. She has so many haters on this show, you all. Make it make sense. Okay, so these people need transportation to their hotel. They end up getting on this little van bus thing. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it looked really tight up in there. Dr. Scott had mentioned nobody had got the accommodations right on this trip so far. Don't nobody know how they getting here, how they getting there. Simone and Cecil, y'all are the king and queen of couples trips. Y'all need to be getting this shit tighter, getting this shit together for y'all fancy group of friends. Y'all know what they expect, honey. They expect top of the line stuff. Anyways, they're on their way to their hotel. And Simone and Cecil lets them know they're going to have a dance off, for the couple to get one of the master suites. So it's supposed to be like this really nice room and, So next, you all, we got the couples. They're all having drinks. And then next they have their dance off. And that damn Buffy and her husband, he ain't got no rhythm, honey. He is a white man for real, honey. Buffy was trying to give it to us. Damn Toya and Eugene, they say they don't want to do it, Who else said? Quad said she didn't want to do it. Jackie and Curtis, they didn't end up dancing. Contessa and Scott, they was doing a little something. It looked like they were, Scott was doing some shit that he used to do in the 80s. Contessa was doing what she was doing. They little dance didn't coordinate. It didn't fit. It didn't go together. But it was very funny, very entertaining. And last but not least, we had Daddy and Heavenly. And when I tell you, I saw Daddy wearing Heavenly's ass out and he was looking crazy, letting loose. Everybody is cracking up, having a good time. Oh my God. Daddy Damon, honey, brought it home. He was dancing, acting a fool. I didn't know this side of Dr. Damon you all existed. I didn't know he could dance like that. I was just flabbergasted. I know you all were too as well. It was just crazy, very entertaining. I got my life, very funny. They pretty much voted Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon as the winners of the challenge, rightfully so, because they did the damn thing, honey. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode, especially the last part. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say on that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.